So do you need a financial advisor? Well, I guess the question and the answer, therefore, probably depends. I don't think necessarily everybody needs a financial advisor. I think everybody needs financial guidance. I think that in today's world where you have a lot of information accessible, there's good and bad that inherently comes from that. One is, yes, information is accessible. There's a lot of good advice out there. There's a lot of good articles. There's a lot of good information. There's also bad information. There's false information. The trick is how do you discern what is right and what is wrong, particularly when most of that advice is broad-based and never specific. And it always matters on the goals and objectives of the individual. What are they trying to accomplish? Where do they want to be? What resources do they have available? Are they living paycheck to paycheck and they got to figure out how to get out of debt? Or do they have a lot of accessible free cash flow and they're trying to how do I create wealth? What do I do with that? How do I leverage those dollars? How do I protect those dollars? When you start to ask questions like that, where you're trying to research and look and you really don't know if you have the answers, that's when I think you need a financial advisor. I think you need a financial advisor, not necessarily to tell you what to do, but to educate you. We at Prevail believe in education. We typically don't want to tell our clients what to do. We want to educate them so that they're making informed decisions. And I always joke with anybody that I'm working for, I say, look, when you're at a cocktail party or at a barbecue or wherever it might be, and somebody says, well, why did you do that? Why did you invest in this? Why did you purchase this? I want you to be able to clearly articulate that. Not, well, my advisor told me to do that. So it's all about education. And if you're asking yourself those questions, then I think it's probably a good idea to start talking to a financial advisor and then finding someone that you align with philosophically, that they are doing the things that you believe in and you align with. That's really what ends up mattering and how you would probably pick a financial advisor to work with. I think the most important aspect is you need to be engaged with your finances. So you need to not just go day by day and knowing you get a paycheck coming in and knowing you got credit cards, bills to pay and all other obligations to pay and we're just kind of floating along. You need to be engaged in that financial future. You need to have a roadmap, and that roadmap is not going to be set in stone. It's going to have to obviously be fluid, but what are you trying to accomplish? And then begin to engage with a professional to offer you the right education so that you can make an informed decision and you have a why, you have the buy-in, you know why you're doing something. And it's the job of a financial advisor to educate. It's the job of a financial advisor to intake information, get to know the client, and then begin to offer solutions that may be applicable, but also allowing the individual to make those informed decisions for themselves.